Alright, so we're gonna start with the song, and now on the original track, on each verse, each chorus, and the verse number 2, verse 3, 4, and 5, until the end of the song, the main riff, he plays it on a different way. He's ending the riff on a different way. I'm going to show you on each part, each verse, what we need to do, which variation we need to do. So on the first part, the first verse, we're going to be doing the following. We're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing that. So we're going to start on the A string, on the second fret of the A string. We strike second fret, then open D string, and now we're going to do a bar on the second fret of the A string and the second fret of the D string, and we're going to strike second of the A and second of the D. Then we're gonna strike the open A string and then open D string, and we're gonna finish on the second fret of the D string. Now to move forward, we strike twice on the E string. All right, you need to use palm muting. Put this part of the hand on top of the E string and strike the open string. And then we do that. We strike the open G string, and then we do a hammer on to the first fret of the E string, and then a pull off. All right, we just strike we strike the string with this hand just one time. All right, just open G, hammer on to the first fret, and pull off, and then we just repeat the same motion with this hand. It's a thrill. All right. After we do that, we strike the open string again, the E string, and we repeat the same motion. Open G, hammer on, pull off, and repeat the same thing. Alright? And that is the main riff, the main lick of the first verse. When you move forward on the verse, there's gonna be something different. It's gonna do. We're gonna do that. We're gonna strike the 7, 6, and 5. 7 of the D, 6 of the G, and 5 of the B. One time, and then we just strike the first string on the fifth position. First the E string, and then the B string. We strike both at the same time, and then we go to 6 of the G and 8 of the B. And then we just go back again to the same riff. Alright, so the next part is going to be the pre-chorus. Now, on the original track, he's playing some bizarre section. He's doing a kind of a weird arpeggio on this chord. It's going to be noted on the website. You can check it right there. I'm just going to tell you right now how to play which chord we need to play. But if you want to get it exactly, just go to the webpage. You have the tab right there. And after we do that, we go back to the main riff. We repeat one more time, and we cut it right there. After we do that, we go to D7, and that's the chord that we need to do. And if you want, you just can strike the chord one time, or you can arpeggiate that. Alright, just do that chord, and then we move forward to the chorus section. When we go to the chorus, we do that. We strike the 6 of the E string, 5 of the B string, and 5 of the G string, and we strike several times. Notice that when I strike all the 3 strings, I strike it and I release this hand just a little bit so I can kill the note. The next movement is going to be that. We're going to be doing a G chord. It's 3rd fret of the E, 3rd fret of the B, 4th of the G string, and then 5 of the D. We strike twice. Then if you want, you can strike the open strings when you're changing the chords. And then go to the next chord. And the next chord is going to be a open E string, 1st fret of the B string, 2nd fret of the G, and then open D string. And we do the same thing. we strike twice. Next chord is going to be a C chord, 7th, 3rd fret of the A, 2nd fret of the D, and then we add this note. It's just like a normal C chord, but we add the 3rd fret of the G string and then 1st of the B string. We strike twice, just like we did before, and then we go to a B7. It's this chord. It's a nice chord. It's 2nd fret of the A string, 1st fret of the D, 2nd fret of the G. The B string sounds open, and then the 2nd fret of the E string. And we strike twice, just like we did before. So let's go with the chords again. G, D, C, and B. And then we just go to the second verse. Okay, so with the second verse, we're gonna change the things a little bit. If you want, for simplicity, you can just play the original riff. You can do that. You can always play the same lick, and it's gonna sound good anyways. But on the second verse, the change is gonna be with the main riff. We're gonna be doing the following. We're gonna do that. We start the same way. Then the other one, we strike the E string twice, and then we go to the 1st fret of the G string. We strike the we strike open G, hammer on to the 1st fret, and we do the same thrill we did before, but this time it's gonna last longer. We do it a longer period, and then when we finish, we do that. We strike again the open G and do a hammer on to the 1st fret, and there's no pull off to the open string. Let's go again. And that's the only change. After that, we just go to the same thing we did before. Same thing, go back to the same riff. And then we go again to D7. Alright? And then we start the chorus number 2. And with the chorus number 2, we're gonna add some things. We're gonna start the same way. We go to G, C, B, and now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add an E chord. We're gonna do. The motion is the same motion we did right here, but on the different place, on different chord. It's gonna be 3 of the E string, 3 of the B string. The G string, there's no sound with that, and on the D string is gonna be the 2nd fret. And that is the chord, E minor 7th, or G chord, depends. So basically, we did the same thing we did right here, just strike it several times. And then we start again with the G, just like we did before. And we start the next section, which is going to be a solo section, a keyboard solo section. Alright, so on the solo section, the keyboard solo section, we're going to change the main lick, just like we did before. We're going to play something different. And what we're going to do is the following. We're going to be doing that. So we start the same way. We always start with the same way. And then open E string twice. And we go to the 2nd fret of the D string, and we strike twice. We repeat the same motion, open E string twice, and then twice on the D string. That's the motion. All right, and we just repeat that lick throughout the solo section. The next part, we're gonna change what we did before. We did that previously, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something like that. We go to 7, 6, and 5, just like we did before. Strike 1 time, and then strike along with the 5th on the E string and the B string, both at the same time. And now what we're gonna change is We change that. We strike 6 of the G string, 8 of the B string, and now we're gonna do 6 of the G, 8 of the B, and we finish on the 7th, and that's what we are adding, 7 of the E string. And we end it like that. And that is the only change with that section. Then the chorus section on top of the solo comes in, and we're gonna do something different too. Alright, so when the chorus on the solo section starts, we do something different. If you listen to the original track, you can notice that he's doing something different. It's the same idea on top of the same chords with the chorus, but we do it on a different way. We're gonna do... We do that. We go to a G chord, alright? The same when we start the chorus, and we're gonna do... We do that. Strike 3 of the E string of the top of the E string, then 5 of the D string, and now we're gonna go to 3rd fret of the B and 4 of the G string. Next, we strike the open D string and we change chords, and we're gonna go to 1st fret of the B and 2nd fret of the G. Let's go again. As soon as we do that, we strike again the open D string, and we change chords again, and we go to the C chord we did before with the chorus, strike it twice just like before, and then a B chord just like before. Let's go again. And we follow it the same way with the previous chorus. Go to the same progression, G, A, C, and B, and then the burst number 3 comes in. Alright, so on the burst number 3, after the keyboard solo, we're gonna change the main lick, just like we did before, and we're gonna do... Alright, we can do that. It's similar to that one. We start the same way. That part is the same, and we're gonna strike the open D string this time, not the G string, the D string. We do a hammer on to the 2nd fret of the D and a pull off to the open string, and we repeat the same motion just like we did right here. We do that, and when we finish, we do that just like we did before. Strike open D string and hammer on to the 2nd fret. Alright, and that's the only change with the lick. Now the second part, the second change is gonna be... We do that, we start the same way, 7, 6, 5, then 5 on the E string and the B string, just like before. Strike 6 of the G string, and when we go to 8, and here comes the change, we strike 8, we do a bend and a release. And then we just go back again to the same riff. And the chorus is going to be the same idea. Just like we did before. Then the burst number 4 and the end section of the song starts. Alright, so on the end section of the song and the burst number 4, we're going to repeat with the lick, the main lick, we're going to repeat what we did with the solo. Sorry, let's go again. We repeat that just with like the lick we did with the solo till the song ends. There's a couple riffs, a couple licks on top of that. It's going to be noted on the webpage. Just check the webpage. They're really simple. But that's pretty much it. We just repeat the lick until the pre-chorus, and we do the same thing than before. And then the song ends, and it's gonna end just like we did before right here, but we're gonna finish on a different place. We're gonna finish it like that. We're gonna strike the 15 of the E string, 15 of the B string, the G sounds muted, and then the 14th fret of the D string, and we just strike several times. all right? And then the song ends.